right, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Happy Monday. It is June 30th, so it's the last day of June. If you had anything you needed to get done in June, now's the time. Don't do it during program. Wait till program, then go do what you need to do to finish out June. Tomorrow is July, which is really crazy that it's already here. We're over halfway through the year now. Literally over halfway through the year. Isn't that nuts? That's crazy. Hey, we're going to do some cool things we haven't done in a little while, but we have to start with the headlines. Starting with, you probably aren't cleaning your gaming controllers properly. You're probably not cleaning them properly. You're probably not cleaning them at all, honestly. Let's be real. Who here, raise your hands if you're cleaning your game controllers. There's a couple of gamers. Do you clean your game controllers? No, honesty. I love it. I didn't love how that card flew though. Hold on. We gotta do this right. Go clean those game controllers. Yeah. This is reason number 22 why I don't game. Not really, I just really suck at it. All right, next up, popcorn is the ultimate soup garnish you've been looking for. Not lacking, but looking for. No, it's not. And don't tell me what I've been looking for. Who put and what soup do you need to put popcorn with? We're wasting popcorn, people, when we should be eating it, watching movies at a movie theater. Give me an amen.
Amen.
There we go. Yes, that is really weird. Popcorn in soup, I guess. Maybe certain soups. I don't know. Okay, I'm a professional baker, and no-bake lemon delight is the easy dessert anyone can make. Veronica. Just saying. Maybe. All right, we haven't done this in a little bit. That is it for the headlines. We have not done this for a little bit, where we bring some people on and we talk. We do that little interview thing where we introduce some new staff, starting with Jennifer Campbell. Come on in, Jennifer Campbell. She is our new Chief Operating Officer. You've seen her around the building. She actually used to work here a long time ago. She left, what was the date we just learned?
January 11th, 2019.
January 11th, 2019. That was a long time ago, like 6 years ago, which is crazy. It sort of feels like it wasn't that long ago, but then again, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, yeah. Jen was great back then. We all loved her. Clients loved her. Some of you clients that are still here, staff remember Jen. And Sergio was our first TCDI client, and Jen was his first staff.
Yep.
How was that? How did that go working with Sergio in the early days?
Oh, lots of bumps in the road.
I can imagine. How was it working with Carl back in those days? Don't answer that. Yeah. So you're back. What did you do? Where were you? How was it?
I was in Oregon, Salem, Oregon, which is the capital. And I moved on to a company that also worked with adults with disabilities, but it was in-home care. So I was the senior residential director for that company, and I oversaw 14 group homes, the supported living program, and the in-home supports program.
That's a lot. 14 is a lot.
Yes,
yeah.
It was a lot. It was a big job, and it was also very stressful.
So this one's a little bit easier, not as stressful. She just has to worry about me. Really.
That's going to be a lot of stress.
Not too much. We'll keep it easy. So just out of curiosity, and something we've always talked about is why this industry? Why serve this population?
Well, when I was little in elementary school, I had a best friend at the time whose mom owned a company working with adults with disabilities in-home. And she would always bring us to the holiday parties and birthday parties so we could help hand things out. And so I got introduced to the population at a really young age. And then I just really wanted to help people that couldn't help themselves in the best way. I wanted to help.
And you've done that pretty much your entire life now.
Yes.
Very cool, very cool. We all have different stories when it comes to how we got here, whether it's this company or another company, but the stories are always interesting, and it's cool to know why people choose to serve, whether it's this population or another and whatnot. It's all very cool. So what might be interesting that we don't know about Jen that would be interesting? What kind of hobbies are you into?
Hobbies. Well, I like to play video games.
But do you clean your game controller?
I do not. When you said that, I was trying to think, when was the last time I cleaned it? And I couldn't tell you.
The answer was never.
Never, never. Unless it got something sticky on it, I don't wipe them down.
All right, good to know.
So,
sanitizer, please.
Yeah, so don't use my game controllers. They're full of germs.
So we play games. What else do we do?
I like to go hiking and explore areas outdoors, which makes a lot of sense being from Oregon. There's lots of beautiful hiking areas, waterfalls, things like that. So I am looking forward to exploring areas out here and going to Yosemite.
Ooh, Yosemite's awesome.
Yes, I've never been, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, when you're in the valley, it's like all brown and flat, and then when you get up in the Sierras, it's kind of, it's cool, you know, and stuff, but then when you drive into Yosemite, it's like really foresty, but then when you come into the valley, you're like, oh my God, I just came into another planet.
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty cool. When you, both ways, I think there's two ways to come into the valley. Both ways is like you come around a corner, so it's like, wow, there it is, and it's this big open valley. It's really cool hills and trees and stuff. It's just amazing.
I'm excited.
Yeah. It'll be really cool. Nice. Yes. Well, what else should we know about Jen? What should these guys know about you?
That's a really good question that my mind's going blank on.
Now, as I remember it, our Halloween festivities prior to your first time employment here were kind of not the most exciting. It was cool. Everyone got dressed up. We'd watch movies or whatever, and then we'd have the costume contest. But then Jen came up with, hey, how about we do like all these games and different things around the place? So what you guys see today, the decorations and stuff, is just a real evolution of what Jen started, which is all the different games and stuff. So is Halloween your favorite holiday?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to answer before you finished the question.
Yes. Are we there yet?
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Yes, Halloween is my favorite. I love horror movies. I have a horror movie tattoo.
Oh. Of a specific horror movie?
Yep.
Your favorite horror movie?
One of them, yes.
Okay. What is your favorite, all-time favorite horror movie? Go-to movie. Watch it anytime. If it's on TV, you stop and watch.
Any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Really?
I love the whole franchise.
Okay.
It was the very first horror movie I ever watched when I was little.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
And then I love Stephen King's It, the book.
Okay.
I loved the book, so I like the original. I thought they did a good job, but the new ones are much closer to the book, and I absolutely love them.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
The Nightmare on Elm Street series, I've seen most of them. The first three were a really big deal when I was in high school, but just the Johnny Depp being in there was just the best part. Getting eaten by the waterbed or whatever it was. It was a waterbed, right?
It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you're a fan of Johnny Depp and the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, yes, I think that was his first movie he was in. It was
his first movie, yes.
Yeah, and he gets killed by a bed.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens, but it happens, yeah. Very cool. One of my, I don't know what you call it. It's like a favorite, it's like a guilty favorite of the horror movies. Mm-hmm. Pumpkinhead.
Really?
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that movie. I just love it. It's terrible. It's not terrible, but it's good. It's not like Army of Darkness. Terrible, but it's good.
Which is also a good movie.
Army of Darkness?
Yeah, I like that also, besides just the gore and the slasher and stuff, I also like the horror comedies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good. There's quite a few. My absolute, oh my goodness, I'm getting the move along. It's been a while. My absolute favorite is not really a horror movie, but it falls in there somewhere, is Aliens. I can watch that movie I've seen it so many times. I can recite all the lines. I could probably, if they said, hey, we're going to reenact it right now, I could probably do all the roles.
Wow.
Even the alien parts, I could do that.
Well.
Maybe not. All right, so we're gonna cruise along. Jen's gonna hang out as we do the rest of these. So we're gonna start with motivational quotes.
Stop taking directions from people who never got where you're going.
That is actually really insightful. Like, that's some deep thinking there, Hannah. Good. Don't take directions from people that aren't as far along as you. So, what's a good example of that? So, it would be like if you were playing a video game that you're like really far along in the video game, and some guy that's only like a little bit into the video game is giving you advice on the video game, and you started to believe it, that would be weird.
It would be.
It would be weird. Why would you take advice from someone that hasn't been where you've been, gotten to where you've gotten, done the work that you've gotten? That's a weird thing, but it does happen. You know, sometimes we feel a little peer pressure. Someone can be just, you know, a little aggressive or whatnot and make you feel kind of like, oh gosh, well maybe I am wrong or something like that. If you're there, you're there. If you made it, you made it. It's not always the hows, but that you're there. So good job, Hannah. Thank you for that. Next up, we have word of the day.
Yo, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Word of the Day, everybody. Today we got a word for you right here. So today's word of the day is akamarakas. What is that supposed to mean? Let's jump and figure this out. So what that means is, so for akamarakas it's basically a whole bunch of nonsense. Like, you imagine one person talking a bunch of nonsense, and then you start to think to yourself, is this guy really spreading rumors? And guess what? Yes, it is. Because that's what akamarakas is. So that's word of the day. We'll see you guys. But apparently we're wrapping up June, and now we're heading into July. So that's the last word of the day in June. Hope to have more word of the day in July. Peace out, everybody.
Akamaratas? Akamarakas. Yes, the person that came up with this word is akamarakas. That's the problem. Is there's one dude, I swear, there's one dude that just, like, his whole job is to come up with words, and he only comes up with just ridiculous nonsense, kind of to annoy me. I think that's his purpose.
Maybe to annoy a lot of people.
Have you ever used the term akamarakas?
I have not.
Would you like to?
No.
Okay.
I will never remember it after we're done with the show.
Probably true. Me either. I don't remember any of them. Except for facetious, because I use that a lot. No, I didn't learn it from Alana. It's not.
It's my word. You learned it from me.
Next up, we have would you rather. We're going to see how you do on this one.
All right.
Would you rather. You got to put your thinking cap on. Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or fight a bunch of zombies?
Zombies.
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or a bunch of zombies?
I'm gonna say aliens because I am terrified of zombies!
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or a bunch of zombies?
I would say maybe zombies.
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or a bunch of zombies?
Zombies.
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or a bunch of zombies?
I'd rather fight zombies.
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or fight a bunch of zombies?
Fight a bunch of aliens.
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or a bunch of zombies?
Aliens. This time, it's war. Can you go this way?
Would you rather fight a bunch of aliens or a bunch of zombies?
Fight a bunch of aliens.
That's perfect. What were we just talking about a little bit ago? That was not planned, by the way. That was so fight a bunch of zombies or a bunch of aliens.
Zombies.
Because you're picturing now aliens from the Alien movie.
Yeah, those look pretty scary. I'm pretty confident I could take out a zombie. I'm not confident I could take out
because there's different zombies though. There's the zombies in the older movies that were they're like slow and lumbering, and then there's like the new fangled zombies that are like high speed and kind of spastic, like World War Z ones.
Yeah. I mean, if it was World War Z zombies, I'm definitely, I'm not surviving very long. If it's the slow, shambling zombies, I'm going to survive.
Got it, yeah. There's two different, I guess I never understood that there was two different types, but there has to be two different types, I guess. What were they in what's that other zombie TV show that I never watched?
The Last of Us?
Walking Dead.
Oh.
Wow, you know The Walking Dead? Alana doesn't watch movies, but she knows The Walking Dead.
I've seen the whole entire show.
Oh,
and
holy
their
crap.
Other shows.
All right. So Alana watches some things. But so are those fast zombies or are those the slow ones? Or they're the mid-range zombie? It's like going to the cars. Like, what kind of zombie do you want? You want the fastest?
I'd say Walking Dead is the slower ones, and then The Last of Us has many different types of zombies.
Oh yeah, those are the weird ones. Yeah, which is based on a true fungus that attacks insects. Really disgusting. All right, next up we have a special new segment. Zach, who's been doing our Did You Know, he said, you know what? It's time to move on a little bit. I need to move on. And by moving on, I want to look back. So he's not going back into the bearded past. That's where Zach goes. But this Zach, not that Zach, is going to be doing nostalgic stuff from the past, but not this is confusing with two Zachs. We're not going...
Past.
Yeah, it's like, they're both going in the past. This is... Alana... Just kidding. All right, Zach is going to introduce his new segment right here.
Hey everyone, welcome to my new segment. It's called Nostalgia, where I bring stuff from my childhood, like shows, commercials, probably movies, games, you name it. So the first is what I'm talking about is a commercial. Do you remember the Pillow Pets? They were soft and cozy pillows that turned into pets. And here's a commercial about them right now.
Say hello to the Pillow Pets.
It's a pillow. It's a pet. It's a pillow pet.
Pillow Pets are cute, huggable pets that pop open into full-size pillows. They're soft, they're cuddly, and they make perfect pillows. Moms, your kids will absolutely love their Pillow Pets. You simply undo the hook and loop strap and the pet pops open into a full-size pillow. Just fold it up, reattach the hook and loop, and it's back to a cuddly animal. It's fun and easy. Playtime, sleep time, anytime. Kids of all ages love their Pillow Pets. There's a panda bear, a ladybug, a frog, a dog, a unicorn, a dolphin, a bumblebee, a monkey, and so many more.
All right, very good. Thank you for that, Zach. Thanks so much for giving something a shot, trying something new. We love that about you. And Jen, for being here, welcome aboard. We're super excited to have you. I'm super excited to have her.
I'm so excited to be back.
Yes. Lots of cool new stuff on our way. Welcome to July tomorrow. But have a great rest of your Monday. We'll see you Tuesday where we're going to interview someone else. Take care.